Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we have to hit this financial report at this point. That's okay. I'm willing to accept this. Now we have a lot of work to do on our mechs, but it's not going to take 41 days, I can tell you that. Let's go ahead and tick forward, hit the financial report.
I've got the financial report.
Yep, as expected. We just barely squeak through that. That is, of course, the plan for right now. And we will accept this, and yep, bankruptcy is indeed projected, but we will continue work on getting all of this done. Let's get our mech warriors back, and our engine repairs done.
Top-notch work, if I may say so.
Great. Now the next question is, do we want to wait until all of our mechs are back? How long will that actually end up taking? Not actually all that long. Let's go ahead and do it. Aryamaki will be back now. Medical expenses. Oof. We'll buy the minimum to restock. Okay. There we go. Not really something we can afford to do right now, but that is fine. Okay, 2 more days, and there's all work orders done. Now, let's hop into the mech bay here. And we know that... Oh, hello. We know that the Vulcan and the Blackjack are not exactly super good to go. This was expected, of course. Yeah, I think all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to unready the Vulcan and the Blackjack, because they're pretty much done. I don't think we need them anymore. So we'll send the Vulcan and the Blackjack to storage, and we won't have to pay quite as much for them up here. And then we've still got this Panther here as kind of a backup mech. But currently our deployment looks something along the lines of the Imp, Sorcerer, Archer, and Jaeger up here. And then there's the Centurion kind of filling in our Lance here. It's not ideal to have the Centurion. I'd rather have another reasonably quick heavy. But we're not really in a position to... and do anything about that right now. So let's hop into the barracks and get ourselves some training here.
Got your back.
Okay, a point of tactics for a mech warrior.
Aye, aye.
Commander. Yes.
And a point of tactics for Bear Claw as well.
Confirmed, Commander.
Commander.
Good to
That's
go.
fine. Carriated can absolutely take Bandit. I think that's too good. You can't pass up Bandit.
Commander.
That extra crit chance, so important.
Mech warrior.
Point of tactics for Kodiak.
Ready. Waiting.
Anything else here? A point of tactics for Scrub. Scrub is getting on up there, actually. Full 8s across the board. For Squib, sure.
Training complete.
Tarbox is getting up there too.
Commander.
And then for Woody, we'll grab a point of piloting. Absolutely.
Training
Okay,
complete.
let's deploy. The real question is, of course, what can we deploy to? Kind of anything we want, I feel like. This is only 4.5 skull battle. That's a lot of pay and not a lot of salvage. That does get us a priority salvage at the cost of a lot. Maybe we sit here. We don't lose a priority salvage. We're not going to get much salvage. Yeah, I think this is the location to sit at. This would actually give us enough to make our financial report right there, assuming no costs, which there will be costs to this. Okay, so let's see what we want to deploy here. I'm going to deploy not the Dragon Slayer here. I'm going to deploy the Sorcerer here. Now, we're going to have some weight issues for sure. We know this for a fact. But I think we can... No, I was going to say we need to queue up another engineering thing, but we don't have the funding for it right now. So we know we're going to have some weight issues, right? But we also did just finish getting ourselves some additional tonnage. It's not going to be a ton of additional tonnage. It's going to, in fact, be 50 additional tonnage. And this should be Woody in the Maxim. There we go. So the question is, how much can we afford to bring here? We can bring the Dragon Slayer. Do we have to leave the Centurion at home? Yes, we do. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, so Squib is supposed to be in the Nidhogg. We'll put him in place of Carriated, just because he's a better shot, slightly. Jinx, Scrub, Woody, that's all fine, I think. For the Sorcerer, we'll need to find somebody who has... Actually, Caryatid might not be a terrible idea for the Sorcerer here. We'll put Caryatid into the... Oh, he can't pilot mechs, of course. Kraken, then, perhaps? Now, he's not going to get any affinities for it, but I think that's okay. We'll put him into the Sorcerer, and then we'll put Kodiak back into the Victor. We'll have to leave this slot empty for now. We only have 5 tons available. I don't have a Savannah Master. Why would I have a Savannah Master? Let's go. Yes, we have unused tonnage. Okay, so we're going to need to free up... We're only going to get, what, another 50 tons? So we might have to leave a 50-tonner there. Unless we get... We'll have to look at upgrade availability. But I think the max drop weight limit caps out at 800. And we're at 700 right now, or 750? We're at 700. So we would get 2 more upgrades, which would mean that we absolutely can put a heavy or assault into that slot. We would have to leave our vehicles at light, and that's okay. I think our vehicles are having an oversized effectiveness, so I'm okay with that. We need to destroy the invading lance. We've detected an inbound dropship belonging to the local pirate organization. Our local defense forces in the expected drop area are ill-equipped to handle a lance of mechs, but with your aid, we can ensure that the raid does minimal damage. Okay, so allegedly there's only 1 lance, but I absolutely expect more.
Interface initiated.
Somewhere in this area. Okay, so they're up here. That is actually... Hello. Now this is a drop location. Are we concerned about that guillotine's drop spot? Yeah, a little bit. I'm a little concerned about the guillotine's drop slot there. So we're going to not quite do it like that. I'm very concerned about that sorcerer drop spot. That looks okay. Nope. That. I like that. And I don't like the J. Edgar's spot there. I wish we had a little bit more control over this, in all honesty. Okay, the archer should be fine there. The imp, yes. The harasser may be problematic. So we're going to have to try this again. Nope, not on the imp. Okay. All good. I think the Victor is safe there. I think the Nidhogg is safe there. This looks good. Oh, the harasser is here. The harasser may or may not be good there. I think the harasser's fine. Okay, hello, pause menu. So, what do we see? We see this guy out here. This guy, we see 4 mechs. They look like pretty big boys. We're going to move up with our guillotine here. Actually, no, we're not. We're just going to reserve. We're going to allow them to move. So we should reserve past phase 14 here. That's a Victor. Okay. That is another big boy. Double hits on the Nidhogg? Awkward. What else? They have a phase 15 mover. This guy. A Corsair. Okay. Doing nothing to the archer. That's fine. And finally, they have this guy out here. That's a Marauder 2. And we're going to reserve and let him move the Marauder 2. Perfect. Absolutely no hits. That is what we like to see. Okay, we're going to move up with our Maxim here. And we're going to move up as quick as we can. I think we'll position here for now.
Copy that. Full speed.
And we'll fire on this guy. He doesn't really have that much heat. I think we'll fire on him with SRMs. We don't usually run out of SRMs anyway with the Maxim. So we'll just do what we can to his side arc, which was a decent amount, actually. The Nidhogg will absolutely move up over this way. Slightly out of range of the bomb racks here. We're going to fire on the Victor. With just the PPC. It missed. That's okay. I don't mind that. The Imp will step forward.
Coordinates received.
And 13.8 versus 28.7. We will take the fire on the Corsair. We missed everything, but that's not a shock.
Get you next time.
Yep, that's completely fine.
What do you need?
The Guillotine will step forward. And we're going to sprint the Guillotine forward to this position here.
Going full
We'll hit this side arc right here with the binary laser. Okay, we'll miss it with the binary laser, but that's okay.
Good to go.
The J. Edgar, I think we'll come after the Marauder with the J. Edgar.
Maximum
We'll move up to here, and we'll attempt to hit it with the Flamers, but we probably won't succeed. We did start a fire under its feet, though, so that's kind of worth. I like it.
I'm receiving you.
The Archer will step forward to... I like this position, actually. It's only one evasive pip. But yeah, this is a pretty good position here. We can hit this guy's side arc with reasonable hit odds. No way that we want to do the dead fire, of course.
Punching all the buttons.
Good armor shred on the Victor. I like it. Okay, next up, the Jaeger will honestly sprint forward to this position to get a clear side arc shot on the Victor. We missed, but that's okay.
Standing by.
The Sorcerer will now come up. This, of course, is our Arrow 4 boat, and we are going to drop Arrow 4s on somebody, and I think it's going to be the Victor.
Got it.
Kaboom. Another good amount of armor shred there.
Commander.
The Harasser is also going to come out to the area over here. It's not, in fact, stuck, so that's good.
Moving out.
It'll position there. Maybe it gets taken out, but maybe it doesn't.
I'm here.
This Guillotine will sprint forward, and it only has a shot on this guy over here, this Banshee. So we'll pot shot it with the ERPPC, and we did actually get a hit there. That's great.
Receiving you.
And the Victor will definitely move up over here,
Confirmed.
and we will fire on their Victor, but I ain't firing that AC-20 at a 10% chance.
Confirmed.
Just the snub nose. Good hit. Structure exposure there. Okay, round 2.
Good to go.
Next up, our Jaeger is going to move up to here. Yes, that is exposed, but we'll be okay. That was a lot of damage into that side arc.
How'd that taste?
That Victor, not feeling so good.
I'm ready.
Our Archer is going to stay exactly where it is, and we're going to continue hitting the side arc of this Victor. I think we may end up killing this Victor sometime soon.
This just in. Critical.
Excellent, and that's a knockdown, so he's going to have 2 health hits. Excellent. We may want to go for head hits, actually. The Jaeger is at this point going to move around behind the Marauder 2,
Understood. Moving fast.
and we're going to look at getting it additional heat. We did not, but that's okay. We did manage to soften up his rear arc a bit, so this is going to be the Banshee stepping up. It's probably going to hit the Jaeger. Yeah, that's pretty much expected, because we were stepped out of cover with that. That's okay.
Standing by.
The Harasser is going to make its way over this way, and I actually do want to make our way around into the side arc over here. We're not going to hit this guy with AoE flamers, but with standard flamers. At least 2 hits there. Good heat generation. I like it.
Yep.
Our Guillotine is going to close in over here and hopefully draw some fire. The Victor, we're going to go for the kill on.
Copy that.
That's probably a kill. Yep. Perfect. 1 dead Victor.
Gotcha.
Next up. This is going to be their Corsair that moves. Okay, it's still firing on the Jaeger. I was hoping it would fire on the Guillotine, but it didn't. That's okay. We can back off the Jaeger in a moment.
Lots of armor.
Your armor's doing moderately okay. Okay, I'm just checking armor levels right now. We don't actually know the armor level on that Corsair, but Corsairs are 95 tonners, right? Same as Banshees. So I'm going to assume that they're similar. I'm going to go after the Banshee here because we have a clearer LOS on the Corsair from these guys. Light him up in that rear arc. We didn't pierce the armor there. We did some damage to it, I guess.
Commander.
The Nidhogg is now going to make its way out over here, and we're going to do a frontal bombing attack on this Corsair. Yeah, I'm expecting the Corsair to have AMS. That's kind of what they do.
The charge.
It actually doesn't? Okay,
Standing by.
that's interesting, to be sure.
Heading out.
We're going to move the Sorcerer up, and we're going to drop Arrow 4s on the Corsair. Wait, do Arrow 4s have a direct mode? I bet they do. Okay, that's definitely a lot of damage to that Corsair, and he's unstable now. That's great.
receiving you.
The Guillotine will step up to here,
I'm there.
and I'd like to fire on the Corsair, for sure. Do we fire the Boltons on 52%? I think we do.
I.
That's a lot of damage to the Corsair. It has a structure
I am
exposure,
forever
that's great.
out.
And now it's the Marauder moving. Fires on the Nidhogg. Okay, that's fine. It can do that all at once. It's going to overheat from that.
Armor.
Yeah. Excellent.
I hear ya.
Okay, our Imp is going to step up over to here. That was not the angle I wanted to be at. Okay, I guess we got to fire on the Banshee. That was my mistake. I'm actually just going to brace it.
Ready for orders.
Now, the Dragon Slayer is going to sprint its way up this road. I wouldn't necessarily mind positioning here. 44.7, 32.1. I'm going to go for the Corsair here, and I am going to fire the Ultra AC-20 on these odds.
Confirm. Fire.
Okay, we hit with one of those Ultra ACs. Good.
Reporting. Critical hit. Come on, mech warriors.
Next up
Go time.
is, of course,
Waiting
RJ
for
Edgar. And RJ Edgar, this is going to be flames on the way, but we're going to move around behind to have at least a couple of evasive pips, and we're going to heat up this Marauder. Nice.
Commander.
Next up, our Jaeger. We're going to dip our Jaeger back into cover here.
On my way.
Hit odds are 82.6, 87.1. We're going for the Corsair.
Tracking from position.
Ooh! MG ammo explosion taking the whole mech with it. That's gotta feel bad.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, so at this point, the Guillotine will start coming off over this way. And attacking the Marauder too. This is an overheat. I'm not going to fire the ERPPC to sink some heat.
Engaging target.
Excellent. He's now unsteady.
What do you need?
This Guillotine is also going to come out this direction.
Confirmed.
And we're going to light this guy up with everything we've got. Lots of side arc hits there. Fantastic. Next up is our Harasser. We're still going to move in behind. And heat this guy right on up. And that is a mech shutdown. Great. Next up, of course, the Banshee moves. That's a weird place to move to. Okay. Interesting choice, to be sure. The Archer is going to move over here into rear arc. And we're just going to light this guy up in his rear arc. Structure exposure. I don't know why he decided to do this. He could have just gone in the mineral field, turned around, and attacked our Maxim. Like, that would have been the smart move to make there. We can position here with the Dragon Slayer, or we can make our way over to here and get in a little bit closer, and that's what we're going to do. This is an overheat, but I'm okay with it.
Target locked. On enemy.
We did miss with the Ultra Autocannon, but that's fine. I'm not too concerned. Are we going to have a second Lance drop in here? I'm beginning to wonder. The Maxim just positions directly in this rear arc and probably kills him. That's a kill.
Hostile removed. Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, our imp can position right here,
Moving out.
and it can actually fire this turn. This would be a massive overheat, of course. We're not going to fire these medium lasers. Again, I'm interested in ditching these 3 medium lasers for additional heat sinks.
You betcha.
It's a lot of damage. Is that a knockdown?
Where that came from.
Yeah, that's a knockdown. I mean, this Marauder is really dead. Like, really, really dead.
Getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
The Nidhogg is going to make his way over here. We're not going to drop a bomb because of splash damage, but we are going to go for head hits.
On it.
We did get a head hit there. Great.
Standing by.
The Sorcerer is just going to sprint up to here. I don't think I'm going to drop the Arrow 4s here, again, because of splash damage. But the ER mediums, absolutely. And just checking, yeah, Arrow 4s do have direct and flak. Okay, good to know. 2 hits with the ER mediums. The Marauder gets up. And fails the shutdown override. Okay. He's so dead.
Yeah?
The guillotine will close in, and this will probably finish the job. Right? Yeah, this will finish the job. I'm not going to fire the medium pulse laser here for heat purposes, though.
Acknowledge.
Okay. Well, next mech will finish the job for sure. Actually, the next mech is the J. Edgar. That's fine.
Firing a full salvo.
Okay, there's additional heat. And the Jaeger will move up to here. The Jaeger isn't a mech. I don't know why I even said that. The Gauss rifles will definitely finish the job here. There we go. That was remarkably easy.
Spec destroyed.
Considering the amount of payment involved. I fully expected a second lance. But okay, we'll take the payment. Absolutely. We're not going to get much from salvage for that. That's pretty much expected. We need to build up our bank again before we can really start working on that last mech. So 1.3 mil, not bad, not bad. Our Jaeger is going to need some armor replacement. That's not a big deal. I think we'll grab... No double heat sinks. Okay. I think we'll just grab the Banshee part here. The Banshee's a decent cavalry mech, right? Heavy Brawler? Yeah, that would do the trick. Okay. We did also get the Marauder and Victor part. Sure. And some assault jump jets. I mean, I'm not gonna keep those around. LRM 15? Sure. I guess we'll keep it. Well, Yang, how much is this going to set us back? Certainly not 1.3 mil, I can tell you that. That is not going to be a thing. My bet, maybe like 24k. Tops. But we'll see what Yang has to say as soon as he gets around to figuring it out. Well, Yang, what you got here? 22.8k. I was pretty much right on the money there. Excellent. I am going to go ahead and tick forward here, since we are still pretty early in this episode, actually. Like, not early, I guess. This is where I would normally end in a non-RogueTech episode. And we're going to send Squib to train in the training modules. Fantastic. Okay, so we are now completely good to go here. I am going to go through and do our training here.
How can I help?
And then we'll be immediately ready to deploy next episode. You know what? I should have checked into the imp first. Let's see. This is Blaze, who is normally piloting a guillotine. I think we'll take the controlled bursts.
Training
Okay.
complete.
Good to go.
Anything else here?
Order.
Yes.
receiving you.
Falcon. There you go.
Confirmed, Commander.
Commander?
Ready. Waiting for orders.
And this is all good, looks like. Except for Squib. Squib could use a point of tactics.
Training complete.
Standing
But
by.
we definitely need to work on the imp, so I'm actually going to do that right now. I think that we're in a reasonable enough position to do it. So let's go ahead and work on this quick. I want to, let's see here, these are clan double heat sinks that we're running on this. We do actually have 6 of those available. So I'm going to drop the non-ER mediums here. So that's 1, 2, and 3 of those. And we're going to put in a few clan heat sinks here. So we can fit those here, here, and here. That's going to make us a lot more heat efficient. Now, we're still going to be building 30 heat on an Alpha Strike, but at the same time, this isn't necessarily designed to fire the ER mediums and the ER larges at the same time. So, I think that is pretty good. We still have that quarter ton, but there's really not that much that we can do about that. We may want to look at specialist slots, though, here. Let's see. We could probably mount a weapon in here, like a handheld MML. Or the taser rifle. That uses taser ammo. Okay, we don't have any of that. The handheld MML might not be the worst idea. We could also do the combat shotgun. It's an LBX AC5. With 10 shots. Oh, requires hand actuators to use that. Right. And it will probably require hand actuators for the MML as well. Yeah. That's definitely a thing. So we could maybe think about... I would like to put some specialist items in there. I don't think we really have all that much. Okay, well, we'll call this good for now. And yeah, this will just make us much more heat efficient. Technically, yes, we do lose some damage. But considering that this way we won't explode ourselves, I think it's good. So we'll go ahead and tick forward those 2 days as well. I should have done that before ticking forward, though. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we're going to continue working up our finances. I also should have gotten some engineering going. Wow, okay, I'm bad at this. We'll get that queued up too. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.